Hello everybody, my name is Ian Murphy, and today I will be giving you a recap on September's biggest gaming news. Well, first off, at the end of August, World of Warcraft Classic launched, and throughout September it would go on to be a cultural phenomenon. Often being seen at the top of Twitch, it quickly became apparent that people missed the good old days of being overwhelmed by mobs at level 3 and reading endless slews of Chuck Norris jokes in the Barons chat. Reports are saying that subscription numbers increased by around 223%, so I'm sure that we will see Blizzard continue to invest quite heavily in WoW Classic. 6 phases of content are planned to be released with additional dungeons and raids, yet Blizzard has not yet announced when we can expect those phases to roll out. Personally, I am very excited to be roaming around in Classic Azeroth once again, and I'm looking forward to see what Classic has in store for us. The other game that has been dominating the internet would be the newest entry from the remarkably popular looter-shooter series, Borderlands. Gearbox Software's Borderlands 3 dropped on September 13th and sold around 5 million units within the first 5 days. This almost doubles the number of units sold within the same window of time when compared to its predecessor, Borderlands 2. The gameplay has been widely applauded, but the game didn't launch without its own complications. Every platform has seen its fair share of performance issues at this point. Most players have run into frame rate drops, notably when using vehicles, as well as severe stuttering issues when accessing the in-game menus. Early on, one especially notorious issue has left some players with completely corrupted and lost save files. While it is too late for those that the issue has affected, it does seem that the issue has been fixed through patching. But even after 2 patches, players are still dealing with widespread frame rate issues. What I will say though is that if you are a fan of the series, don't let these issues deter you from picking up a copy. If you enjoyed the previous entries, you are more than likely to be able to enjoy this game regardless of any technical issues. The story isn't groundbreaking, but the gameplay and the various environments are the best to date for the series. Personally, I immensely enjoyed my run-through of the game, and I'm looking forward to see what Gearbox can do to fix some of these technical issues before the release of the first DLC. Well, September was a huge month for all genres of gaming. EA's annual iterations of both the NHL and FIFA franchises both saw releases this month. NHL's biggest feature seems to be its updated shooting system designed to make it feel more like real hockey. And the biggest update to FIFA looks to be its new Volta mode. Volta mode seems to be this iteration's version of a story mode, but is based around the street soccer scene. And then both games obviously have their microtransaction-packed Ultimate Team modes. We can always count on you for that, EA. One particularly interesting thing to note is that both franchises have been seeing steady declines in their sales over the years, particularly the NHL series. It'll be interesting to see if these new additions are able to reverse that trend for these games. September was also a fantastic month for Nintendo. The Switch saw multiple Zelda releases, and that means it was a great month for Nintendo. At the top of September, the Nintendo Switch Online service added a collection of Super Nintendo games to play for its paying subscribers. On top of hits like Super Mario World and Super Metroid, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past was among the games added. Link to the Past is one of the most cherished Zelda games, especially among the 2D titles. But Nintendo decided that wasn't enough. This month we also saw the release of the remake of the Game Boy classic title, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Reviewers were quick to praise its interesting graphical style as well as the gameplay that has held up quite nicely over the past 26 years. I'm going to stall for a second just so I can show more gameplay. I love how this game looks. Only Nintendo would drop a remake that invents a whole new graphical style versus modernizing what style already existed. Super cool stuff, I am a fan. And finally, here's a quick rundown of the games we can expect to drop this October. At the beginning of the month, gather a few of your friends and get ready to be dropped into the world of Aroa when Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint releases on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on October 4th. Then we have 2 major releases scheduled for October 25th. First off, from the series that will apparently never die, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare releases for both consoles and PC. Refreshingly though, the gameplay has been cited to feel differently this time around, with your character feeling a bit heavier to the ground and the action feeling more gritty. Only time will tell if this will be enough to keep this generation-spanning series fresh. On the same day, Obsidian Entertainment's The Outer Worlds drops on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. You may remember Obsidian for having developed Fallout New Vegas. But this time, instead of being limited to the Nevada desert, they are letting us span an entire galaxy with our own spaceship in this science fiction RPG. With a deep emphasis on character customization and in-depth dialogue options, many people, including myself, are rooting for this game to be a smash hit. And down the line, there's even a port for the Switch that's supposedly coming out, so stay on the lookout for that. And last, but certainly not least, on October 31st, Nintendo is treating us this Halloween with the release of Luigi's Mansion 3. This time, Luigi and Professor Egad's paranormal pursuits take them to a haunted hotel filled with ghosts that need vacuuming. Luigi will be joined by the professor's newest invention, Gooigi, in his puzzle-solving antics. I personally am so beyond pumped for the release of this game, and will take this time right now to formally decline any invitations to any Halloween party I may be invited to. Sorry guys, I'm going to be a little busy. Well, that should do it for this month's wrap-up. My name is Ian Murphy, and I will see you next month.